got them?
Yeah.
How are they?
They're pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Goodbye, Cuenca. You have been a good place. We've been here multiple times. It's actually been one of the easiest cities that we've had to do van life in. And we've also met some beautiful people there. But anyway, we're at the gas station fueling up. And we're about to run out of this cheap diesel, $1.90. We're hearing rumors that up in Peru it's going to be as much as $4 to $4.25, $5 per gallon. So we're not looking forward to that, but we're definitely looking forward to Peru. We have a special treat for you guys today. Snow's driving and we're going to an awesome destination. We're going to a fancy restaurant and a cool town with awesome culture. So hopefully we'll be able to show you around a little bit. And at a high level, we are headed to Peru. Good news. We are taking you to a place that we have never been. When we went over to the beaches, we had to take that detour and we had to come south of Cuenca a little bit. This is the place where our path turns in a different direction as we head south and towards Peru. Snow, how you feeling about Peru?
I'm excited about Peru. And it's a good thing we're headed that way because we don't have many days left on our visa. We gotta get out of here.
So we're headed down to a little town called Saraguro. And it's about a 3-hour drive south of here. Now, this place is known for a really cool Michelin-rated restaurant.
Out in the middle of the mountains down here in southern Ecuador, there is a Michelin star restaurant.
So I'll tell you all a little story while we're driving. So, I don't know if you all know it or not, I am 6 foot 2 inches tall. That is my height. But in South America and Latin America, I am basically a giant. And what that means is I'm just taller, bigger, wider than everybody else, or most everybody. And it makes finding clothes difficult, accessories, and glasses. So I went to the store here in Cuenca while we were waiting on Snow's teeth to get some glasses. Long story short, they didn't have frames big enough to fit my big head. So I had to use the old glasses and new frames, no scratches. I'm good to go. The other ones were all banged up. You know the crazy adventures I get on. But just so you know, when you're traveling like this, especially if you're an odd-sized duck, finding stuff to fit is a major pain. And it's certainly the case with glasses. And actually what that caused is we had to wait on who?
Curt.
We had to wait on Curt.
We always wait on Snow, but we had to wait on Curt.
We had to wait on my glasses. But we got them today, and I can see, and the van just started slowing down, so we got to check things out. Hold on, guys.
All right, we were just driving along, going up a hill. We're not at a high elevation, and the van just kind of slowed itself down. It went really slow, almost like it went into limp mode. So we got to a safe place where we could stop. We turned the van off for 1 minute, turned it back on, and we're going okay. We've had some trouble at much higher altitudes, but I don't know what caused this one.
I grabbed the camera and Snow's like, you and your brick makers. All across these countries, we come by all these places that make their own bricks. And so I can't help it. I'm a construction nerd. It's building materials. So you can just see all the bricks there just spread out, almost like paper bricks, drying. They've got the big ovens right there where I guess they bake them. And they are all up and down this road right here. Couple things up here. Don't mind G. He loves to chalk. He loves to vlog. But anyway, they got these little shrubby trees that Snow and I have agreed, look like little bonsai trees, all sorts of cactuses, these grasses with the big fluffy stuff on top of them. And then, of course, they've got all these agave plants through here. And hopefully, we've heard rumors that they even have Ecuadorian tequila in this area. So hopefully we might stumble up on some. All right, we stopped off on side of the road, and they have this little tequila stop over here. Now this is Ecuadorian tequila, and I think by law they're not allowed to call it tequila, so they kind of call it Curt de agave. But they have 3 different kinds: a blanco, a gold, and this other one. And I got to taste them. And if you guys know me, I like to sip on a little tequila from time to time. So I got this one. So there we go. Thank you. Muchas gracias. All right, guys. It has been raining off and on all day. It is raining now as we make our final descent down into our destination for the day. Down through the dairy farms and cornfields. Slippery roads. Our entrance in town is down this really super steep, narrow driveway of a road. Slippery, all piled up.
Turn right onto Apple Road, then your destination will be on the left.
But anyway, we've arrived in this little town. And we're headed to the square, I think. Just so you guys know, it's Saturday today, and I believe on Sunday this place has a big market day. So not sure if we'll catch that or not. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Here's the big church on the left, and here's the town center, and here is where the restaurant is. Yeah, let's go around the block, I think.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze.
So the church of the town center here, it has a lot of the same stones colors as we've seen as we've come up through these mountains. But it also has in front of it a beautiful garden, a town center. And around there's all sorts of really cool artisanal stores with different kinds of jackets, pullovers, things like that. And then there's also all these ornate beads, which are part of the typical dress. And if you notice around here, most of the indigenous are in black hats, where we've seen white hats in other places. And the women wear the black clothes, and then the men wear the white. No gracias. We've been spending all this time up in the high elevations, and snow's frequently cold. So it only makes sense to try to find her. It looks a little too small, hon.
No.
While we're here, we're looking for some kind of nice pullover for her. Oh, that one. Esta 25?
Ajá. Y más abrigado. Ahí en este azul también así mismo.
Oh, lo siento.
En este color mismo.
It's a little.
It's a little small. It's pequeño. That's a big old dog just running around right there.
The reason we stopped in this little town is it was about the right amount of distance of driving for the day. And Mary told us it was a really cool town. Mary's the lady from Cuenca. And it has a fantastic restaurant. It's supposed to be a Michelin star restaurant. We will get that confirmed tonight. But listen to a couple of these reviews on Google. Super fun, creative, indigenous menu. Great courses, local Andean food. A meeting with the gods of gastronomy. It was knocked out of the park. Muchos surprises. Good, try everything here. Looks like a place we need to go. He's supposed to do really amazing dishes. I think he trained in Spain, but he's come back here and he's doing this creative tapas menu with locally grown food, and I'm excited. This monument here in the middle of the park is really cool. On all four sides, it has a different quote. So this one is, "It got dark in the middle of the day." This one, they all seem to be kind of battle cries or war related. This one says, "Freedom is not implored on your knees, it is conquered on the battlefield."
Whoa.
And then this one says, "For us, the homeland is America." Right, and this boulevard guy is a very famous guy. Towns and streets are named about him everywhere down here. And this last one says, "They will not put out the fire of the volcanoes." All right, we are street camping right here about the town square. We don't see any signs that say we can't. We're not taking any spaces. There's clearly not a lot of people here right now. But right around the corner is the restaurant we are about to go eat dinner at.
What are you thinking, Snow?
Just get coconut shrimp. Yeah.
I think we're good right now.
Thank you. What'd you get, Curt?
It's huevo
With chorizo.
with chorizo and papas.
Mm-hmm.
So to me that's like a breakfasty dish, which I love. I
Yep.
eat almost like all the time. And then the other one was
The fish chunks.
Oh,
fried
I
little
think
fried
it-
fish pieces.
like little maybe like fish fingers or something like that. So we'll see. How about you? What'd you get?
Well, I got macaroni with bacon and coconut shrimp.
She loves coconut shrimp, guys.
So I have a feeling it's not going to come out like a big scoop of macaroni on my plate with 3 fried shrimp. I think it's going to be a little fancier.
We came through a little Ecuadorian tequila country, so I had to order a margarita, which boasts Ecuadorian tequila. Now, to me, the tequila is more like mezcal, and it's made with different agaves than the blue agave, but still, it's tasty.
We're back in the van. And we had to walk very slowly because we ate so much. But I have to tell y'all, that was one of the most incredible meals I've ever eaten. So what I had, and it was kind of tapas style. So I ordered what they called macaroni. Now it showed up with some pasta shells, some ground beef seasoned amazingly, some sort of stewed or roasted tomatoes in it, and spices that I've never even tasted. It was so good.
Yeah.
Maybe a goat cheese. The most incredible thing I've ever eaten. It was amazing.
It's like a really gourmet goulash.
Yeah.
But every texture and every flavor was not like goulash.
No.
But like goulash. I don't know how to describe it. It's good.
Yeah, for my second top, I ordered coconut shrimp, and they were cooked tempura style perfectly, and came with these little dollops of some sort of yummy stuff to dip the shrimp in, and some pickled red onions,
And it had
and
little
little
bologna.
sticky rice balls. Yeah, little tiny sweet rice balls. Really, really good. Now, what'd you get, Curt?
I had huevos con chorizo y con papas al horno.
So you would expect that to be potatoes, sausage, and an egg.
Yes. This was like a poached egg, and it was so perfect. You could literally pick it up with your fingers and bite into it, and the yolk was still soft but wouldn't run down your hand. It was so yummy. It was perfect. And then it came with these chorizos. I'm not sure what they were stuffed with, but there was all sorts of delightful flavors in there. And then the papas were little medallions of potatoes.
Yeah.
They almost had the texture of a mashed potato, just a hair firmer.
But then like a hash brown or something, because they were crunchy on the outside.
Yeah, and they had really good
so
flavor.
Good, so good.
They were superb. And that's the first dish I had. The second dish I had was these fish fingers, and not only were they seasoned well and crispy on the outside, but inside I think the fish must have been marinated or seasoned something, because it was so yummy.
Yeah.
And then it had these little bolognese, these verde bolognese, so plantain.
Little tiny plantain balls.
You guys have seen those before.
But they were miniature.
Yeah, and then in amidst it all was all sorts of little pickles, fruits, and vegetables, and little sweet tastes, and little sauces.
Every
and
bite had something.
it was all
crazy.
different, and you were like, what is this? I never had it, but it's so good.
And we were full. And
we were
against our better
overfull.
judgment, but we were not turning down the opportunity to eat a dessert at a Michelin star restaurant. Tell them what we got, Curt.
We got, and Snow ordered it, but it was the chocolate lava cake.
Yes.
And the chocolate, you know, we've done a few chocolate tours, and we know enough to know.
It was chocolate, local chocolate. Like they
Local,
made
like
that
fresh
chocolate there.
made chocolate.
Yeah, they
It
made
was
that chocolate in the kitchen.
better than any chocolate we've ever had, like in previous times.
And it had a little scoop of fresh mango ice cream on top.
Yeah.
And the dessert was like a different array of chocolates. So there was another like chocolate, more like a cake, not the lobby cake. And it had spices in it that I can't place.
It had like a liqueur, I think, over
No,
it.
it definitely had a spice that's in my chai tea.
Maybe so. I
Something
don't know.
incredible with a grilled pineapple on top.
It was so
good. And the pineapple
They
was
had
marinated in something.
They had these little thin, paper thin chocolate like wafers that would just like melt.
And what it tasted like was the edge of the brownie that when you cut off sticks to the pan.
I mean,
it was so good.
It was
Everything was great.
amazing, guys.
And $42
$42
to eat, 2 people to eat at a Michelin star
And
restaurant.
I had an authentic tequila, Ecuadorian tequila margarita.
Yeah. I would say that we cleaned our plate, Curt. Now we gotta get a wheelbarrow to roll us to the van.
Gracias, es delicioso. Gracias.
Ready to go back to the van? That meal was off the charts incredible.
Morning, everyone. Got up early again. Headed down to this market. We're almost here. So we'll do a quick walkthrough and get on the road. To be honest with you, we're excited to get to our next spot, and we're excited to get to Peru. So we're excited to move on. But I couldn't leave without showing you this. So last night I was walking through here, and a lot of these tents weren't even here. They were just starting to set them up. But certainly all the materials weren't here. And as I said, it's still early. So a lot of people are still setting up. But this is definitely the clothes section. And they have all sorts of like New Balance, Skechers, Nike, Adidas, all sorts of name brands. Also, I've seen a lot of Michael Jordan gear. When I was a kid in basketball in high school, we used to wear Michael Jordans. But I think the clothing line has broadened, and it's definitely made it down here. Now as we move in a little further, we're starting to get to the jewelry section. Now this little town, I'm heard, is known for their silver. So there was only a couple stalls there. I guess maybe we'll see more. But it definitely looks like we're getting down into the fruit and veg. So A lot of potatoes right here, different varieties. ¿Qué es esta?
Ese es culebra, amigo.
Ah. Here, this little booth is cool. They have all sorts of little houseware stuff. So pots and pans, all sorts of plastic bowls and buckets. But so far this upper portion, this upper hallway you guys have seen has been mostly kind of closed. A few other things. Now there is also this lower portion we saw them setting up yesterday, which is where I thought would be sort of the fruit and vegetables, the produce section. But today they also have, it looks like, meat markets and kitchens set up. And so this is kind of unique in that they have a wire hung up there and you can see all these different thinly sliced meats hanging up there, and I believe that's their storage and for their kitchen. So you can see they have all these pots here. Ooh, empanadas. Definitely have to bring Snow one of those. She'll like that. But in any event, they've set up restaurants here. I see Hornado, but they also do have all sorts of beautiful fresh herbs, and they have a lot of, wow, really nice looking flowers and vegetables. And the smells of this place, I mean, there's so many little food stalls. Of course, they're all just getting their stuff fired up, so it just smells delicious. Unfortunately, I ate breakfast this morning. Shame on me. And we can't really take any food with us because in Peru at the border they don't allow that to come across. But you guys recognize this is guarabanano. ¿Qué es?
Eso se llama Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay. Para té. Ah, gracias. Oh, okay. Jamaica. So we've had Jamaica tea or juice all the way back from Mexico and in several countries, but I had never seen sort of the full version. I've always seen it dried and grinded. But back here is clearly the fruit, a lot of citrus. Most of it as we walked in was a lot of potatoes, banana, plantanos, piñas, papaya, mangoes, a couple different kinds. Wow, and it all looks so fresh and so good. Really, really nice looking produce. And here, this probably comes from over in the Baños area, but apples, manzanas, all different kinds, pomegranates, uvas or grapes, plums, kiwi fruit, pear, a guayabanana, and we had one of these at Aguas Caliente, but I forget what they are. They look like a guayabanana inside, but wow, the produce looks amazing. Pollo, a lot of pollo, but I also see hornado, and hornado is where they cook the whole pig. They usually, it looks like they cook it over a grill and maybe finish it off. Ooh, that looks like tigrillo. ¿Es este tigrillo? Sí, me gusta. Wow. So most of the cooking is either done with gas, but a large amount is also done wood fire. Here you can see hornado, so this is a pig. As you can see, it's been cooked fully, and she's pulling the pork right there. There's some onions and veg being pulled out of those big pots. That looks really good. Wow. So I've been to these markets where sort of people kind of cringe or shout at you for taking videos or pictures. Here I get big smiles. Oh, there you can see a guaya banana. That's usually made with juice. The time I tried it, I just ate the flesh. But they use it for making juice, and you can see there the top is cut off. And so they have a little restaurant there. But what a cool place. Pan. All right, we got to find an empanada to get for snow, and then we got to get back to the van and get on the road. Sorry, the tour was so quick. Look at this big giant fruit. Wow. KS.
Es Japri.
Japri.
Sí, la fruta de los 7 sabores.
Para jugo?
Sí.
Ah, gracias. ¿Tú tienes empanadas?
Ya mismo. Entre unos 5 minutos. Ya.
5 minutos? Okay.
Ahí viene el
Okay. So over here, he's got the dough and he's making the empanadas into little balls. And you can see the queso right there. And here they've got all the different sauces. There she's frying some bananas. There's some hanado pork, cream sauces, rice. Wow, the food looks amazing. Gracias.
¿Azuquita o hay nada más?
¿Tú tienes bolsita?
Sí.
Sí, sí. Gracias. All right, I got my orange juice. I got the empanadas. And I got her another special treat. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to see all these beautiful, vivid colors and all the amazing smells from all these different food stalls and just a really unique cultural vibe. But at least she'll get some empanadas for breakfast, so she'll be happy.
Back to our dinner last night. $42. Very expensive dinner for us. We normally don't splurge like that. But couldn't miss the opportunity for a Michelin star restaurant. So that was kind of a luxury event for us.
Another thing is we have decided to do border prep differently. So normally it's like a race to the border, stressful moment. So we decided to take our time a little bit, which leads to where we're going to today. So you want to tell them?
Yeah, we are going to continue the luxury van life episode.
Border crossing
episode. We ate at a Michelin star restaurant last night, and our next stop is going to be a resort that allows campers to camp in the parking lot and has a spa. Now we hope it's still open, hope it's still taking overlanders, because we can get like an hour massage.
Massaging.
$18. So this is our luxury themed episode, guys. So let's go see if we can find this place, and fingers crossed they still accept overlanders. We made it through the city of Loja. Our next stop will be a smaller city of Vilcabamba, and we will be stopping there because it is one of the last gas stations before the border. There is another one right down at the border, but it is not always guaranteed to have diesel. So we will top off as much as we can here in Vilcabamba, because when we get to Peru, gas prices are going to at least double diesel prices. Yeah. So we're gonna top off the tank, and then we have a short drive just south of Vilcabamba where our luxury resort $18 massage campsite is. So we're almost to the town where we need to fill up with fuel. And the mountain came sliding down. Made it to the gas station in Vilcabamba. We are topping it off as full as we can get it, and then we are headed to our campsite, which has been confirmed. We can stay there.
Alright, we stopped off at the Shack Barbecue and Beer. We saw them barbecuing right out here. It looks good. We sat down and just were hanging out here, and the food arrived. It was so delicious. It's barbecue ribs, mashed potatoes and gravy, and coleslaw.
And it's a ginger soda with ginger, honey, and I don't know.
The kitties have had a walk.
She had a big walk.
Vanna had a medium walk. Now we're walking up this hill, and you might see that Curt has the camera. It's because when he was on his walk with G, he spotted a
Batman. But I didn't have the camera.
So we're gonna see if we can find some birds. No guarantees, but we're going on a walk. So we're in the Loja region of Ecuador, and we hear that this is where they grow a lot of their coffee. We haven't seen much coffee in Ecuador, but here it is. So we're at the luxury resort we were telling you guys about. Curt says he's gonna do yoga in the morning at 7:30. I'm going for a full body massage at 8:30. And Curt is too. His is at 9:30. Then we'll hit the road. But this place is really pretty. The gardens and the trails are landscaped nicely. We have spotted the motmots. Curt's already got a pretty good shot of one, and then he flew. But we've realized now there's two. Oh, he moved. Did you see where he went, Curt? Down and to the right. The coolest little butterflies were fluttering all around us. And when they landed, we realized they're the clear-winged butterflies.
Everyone's always asking me about spiders and snakes. Well, this is not a screensaver. Those are spiders. There's like 30 of them on this big giant spider web. It's crazy, isn't it, Snow?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to run into that spider web walking on a trail. So this resort is full of beautifully manicured trails. And then we come out here and we have this bird overlook. This little valley down here is just full of these shrub trees. And we've spotted a cool brown guy. All right, we've spotted two bright yellow birds with some black stripes on them and maybe a black mask. We'll have to try to see if we can get a name of these guys once we see them a little better in the footage. See all the yellow birds and blue birds in that dead tree? So the top of that mountain, this is a famous hike in this area. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do it. But that is the profile of a sleeping Inca warrior, right, Curt? Laying on the top of that mountain. You can see his forehead closest to us and then his nose. It goes down into his chin, and then it's like he's probably got his arms rested up on his chest. So pretty with the sun setting. This is clearly a very nice resort with different levels of lodging, anywhere from a hostel type room to it looks like small apartments. It has a bar, a restaurant, a swimming pool, a spa, which you know we've already talked about. And it has this amazing view. Now during COVID, when things were really slow, Curt and I could approach a resort like this and convince them to let us pay, $10 and stay in the parking lot. But this one's different. This one actually encourages overlanders, has a parking lot right off the road, down bottom, designed specifically for us to park in. It's $10 a night per person, so it's $20, so it's fairly expensive, but you get the use of this entire resort. And this is a really nice resort. Decided to do the massages today. We are getting a late start on what is going to be a very long and stressful driving day. So, speed things up. I'm gonna cook lunch so it's ready when Curt gets back from his massage. Save us 15 minutes. We're having sausage and peppers with sausage and pepper tacos. All right, there's my tacos. There's Curt's fried egg bowl. He's finishing up his eggs now. How was your massage?
The massage was delightful and relaxing. I'm all chilled out and ready for a stressful drive to the border.
Yes. What Curt doesn't know is I've already filled our tank with water, rolled this off the block. All we gotta do is eat, wash 3 dishes, get on the road.
We're on the road.
But with that, you guys are gonna have to wait till the next episode to see if this road is as stressful as we've heard.
And to see if we make it into Peru.
Peru is next. We'll see you guys in a few days. Cheers. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.